Hi, welcome to back to the DJI Phantom channel. Just like to give you an update on the DJI stuff. You're obviously probably all aware that heard about the price changes. So obviously they're reducing the price on the Phantoms 2 and the Phantom Vision Plus 2. So obviously the prices come down, but there's a lot of chatter on the web at the moment saying whether the prices have come down for Christmas or they come down because there's going to be a new Phantom 3 model out, which I've got no idea, and it's all guesswork at the end of the day, and I can't really see. There's been a lot of chat on saying what people can add into the Phantom, what could be on Phantom 3. In theory, it's got a flight controller in it anyway, which you can do quite a lot of upgrading through the firmware. So I can't really see what they can improve on the Phantom, because people have been saying we could have extra motors, but if you're going to go for extra motors on the Phantom, you might as well buy the S900 or the S1000 range, which is more pro versions of the quads. So if you're really into the professional side of aerial photography, then you're looking at the S900 or the S1000 for that model. But obviously these Phantoms are sort of aimed at the entry level basically, and I can't see what they can do on improving on the Phantom that they already have got, because I mean on the Phantom Plus Vision you've got a fantastic new gimbal, fantastic new camera equivalent to a GoPro version. It's all stable. Big improvements on the battery, with the battery indicator to let you know how much battery juice you have left. It's now waypoints, but I don't see how they can improve on the flight control anymore, because it can all be done by upgrades. I mean, it's been talked about, let's have the flight controller so that when we fly on waypoints, having the option so that the camera stays pointing at the object you want to fly around, and having the waypoints allowing to have more access control to give that nice proper circle in the sky, so the camera always stays fixed to the point. It's just great for like when you're flying around churches and stuff. You obviously want the Phantom's camera pointing at the church while you fly around in a circle, so the church is always in view. That would be fantastic. But again, that's all can be done by the upgrade on the firmware. They can release a firmware upgrade on the controller to allow the change in pitch or roll, so you can get that angle you require. So I can't see how they can improve on that. And then obviously they'll talk about maybe they can improve on the Phantom 3, having it follow me, so it follow your mobile phone, because obviously it's in talk. Again, that can be software driven, so that can all be incorporated with the Phantom Plus 2 with all the upgrade and firmwares. So that's what they can plan on giving us a good firmware, is add in follow me, add in allow it to, so you can change the pitch and the roll, so you can actually get those better smooth roll arounds. Update it in the firmware, give that to us, that'd be great. The Phantom 3, in theory, if they're going to bring out a new model, normally there's big improvements. So I can't really see any big improvements unless they make this Phantom model exactly as it is, but maybe a little bit bigger, so you can have maybe a bigger camera underneath. You don't want to put an SLR on this, because then you might as well then buy the S900. But I think the Phantom 3, which they should have, is having it maybe the legs wider apart. So obviously this will have to be slightly bigger as well, but allow you to have your own choice of two gimbals, maybe a new version of this gimbal, maybe make it a bit more better, more robust, or an option to swap it for a gimbal that's doubled, so you can have two GoPro cameras in 3D mode. Then that way you can fly around with GoPro cameras attached on a sexy gimbal, shooting in 3D or 4K. Because that's what I've got to this point, is this gets me everything I need to do, but obviously I like to shoot in 4K, but the camera doesn't allow 4K, only shoots up to 1080p, the highest quality, which is good, but I like to shoot at 4K, and the only way I'm going to shoot 4K is stripping the gimbal off and then putting a GoPro underneath. And I'd love to shoot in 3D, because up in the air it's absolutely fantastic shots you can get, especially when you're flying straight up towards the church, and just at the last minute you take away. Imagine that in 3D, that would be superb. But this limits us to exactly this camera, because you can't really change this out unless you're really clever. But you know, maybe a Phantom 3, a little bit bigger, maybe these landing skids to fold up out the way with, and a double gimbal system to go for the GoPros. So you can have 2 double GoPros underneath. And I suppose the other thing you can improve on the Phantom 3 is battery time. Maybe design a battery that's capable of giving you more than 20 minutes of flight time up there. So that's only I can think I can improve the Phantom, but if you improve any more on the Phantom, then you might as well go for the Pro version of the S900 or the S1000. So if you want more on it, and again people were talking about, oh let's have another controller so we can have a camera operator. Again, you might as well buy the Pro version and go up to this range, because the Phantom is really much for single person and fly around. But I'm going to be upgrading to the S900 because I want to keep this Phantom for low flying, because I've just ordered some special add-ons for my skids. Because when you buy these skids, I'll just get my ones down from the shelf. When you buy these skids, you probably realise you have to unscrew from the bottom of this, and then buy the longer screws for this then to go underneath and bolt back in. But you don't want to sit there and spend 10 minutes unbolting all your screws, put all your skids back on, to do a 20-minute flight of like low flying or through a building, and then when you want to go home again, spend another 10 minutes undoing all the bolts, taking your skids off. It does make it portable. But I bought a special they're called fireballs, and it's a plastic bracket that goes on top of this skid. You screw that into the fireball and it stays there, and then you never need to do it. And what it does, that then snaps in and it's on permanently. Then you snap it off, nice and easy. Snap on, away you go, snap off. I should get them in the post hopefully this week. So that'll be my next one I'll be reviewing, is the fireballs. I think that's a brilliant idea, and I can't see why DJI didn't actually build these with the fireballs built in, or their version of the fireballs built in, so it would just clip on. Because when I ordered these, that's what I thought, clip on, fantastic, but it's not. Screw on, screw off, pain in the backside. Since I've had these, I've not used them because of that purpose. And when I did to undo the screws, I didn't realise they didn't come with screws, and I didn't realise you needed longer screws. So I took them out, so they're too short, they ain't going to fit, so it's pointless. So lucky enough I found these fireballs. Again, what I'll do is I'll put the links at the bottom of this video of the fireballs where you can order them from. I think I paid about $20, I think it is, for the fireballs, so not too bad. But again, once I get them through this week, I'll review them for you. So that's the skids. So maybe I mean that's what I'm going to keep with this model, is for all the low flying, do some low flying through buildings, like when you get like old warehouses, through the building, out the old windows and stuff. So I'll put these on so I wouldn't crash, make a crash, because all these it's quite expensive to crash and buy the parts for, so it could be an expensive hobby. But so that's what I'm going to use this one for. And then the S900, I'm not going to go for this 1000, quite pricey. You're looking at about 4 or 5k to get up in the air basically. So I'm going to buy the I'll do it as a project, and then I'll follow through on videos for you step by step. So I'm buying the basic model that gets me at least flying with it, and then I'm going to see if speak to DJI, see if I can get some questions and answers for them to say about getting us a GoPro gimbal that can be stuck on the S900 or the S1000, so that we can put double GoPro cameras and shoot in real 4K in 3D. That'd be superb, that would be. So yeah, and that one I'll be using for more the real high altitudes and flying overs and stuff, and this maybe for low flying and through buildings and stuff like that. So I should get some good footage. I already did some footage together this week, and I'll put up some video of like what I've been doing, because I've been doing a lot around my town centre area. I've done some churches and things like that, and they're absolutely superb shots. And while the weather's really nice, it's great to get out and fly around and capture all the good stuff. So that's it for the moment. So Phantom 3, I can't see it coming out just yet. I think they're going to lower the prices for Christmas, and well, if there is a new Phantom, I'll be quite surprised at what they can add on to it. But going prices at the moment, there's a reducing cost. So for the new Phantom, if you're going to buy the Phantom 2 models, there's $100 off. The original price is $679 US dollars. Now it's down to $579 US dollars. Then you got the Phantom 2 Plus H3D. That's retail normally $959 US dollars. Now it's $829 now, so it's just over $100 off of that. And then you got the, well, I won't go through every single model, but the Phantom 2 Vision Plus with extra battery normally retails to $1,369. It's now down to $1,229 $29. But there is, what they do say, there's a credit refund for DJI credit based on the reduction price. So if you purchased your DJI Phantom 2 Phantom Vision Plus between 2nd of September this year, 12 AM and the 12th of September, 12 PM, the DJI will give you a credit back on your purchase. So those guys that you've purchased between the 2nd of September and the 12th of September, you can actually apply for a credit back. They won't pay the cash back to you, but they put it on DJI credit, so you can buy it on a spare battery or any other accessories you're after from DJI. So yeah, there's a good cost saving there. So I'll keep you updates with any other news that I get, and I'm going to send an email off tonight to DJI and ask them about the 3D gimbal for GoPro, for 2 GoPros. And what I'll do is I'll let you guys know what they actually said back to see if they're actually going to do one. Alright, so until then, speak to you soon, and take care.